back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, gonna go over a story titled Cheated on Day 4. And guys, this story is about a young guy who made the foolish mistake that many young guys do, about getting involved in a relationship with a carousel writer who sadly doesn't understand that you can't turn an HOE into a housewife. And unfortunately, you're going to see, guys, he learns the hard way. And where literally he finds out about her having three-somethings, I got to speak in code here, with a girl that she was talking to and all that, and that girl's boyfriend. Big freaking mess. And I'm doing this, guys, as an example to show many lessons here, aside from the crazy story aspect, that once a cheater, always a cheater, can't turn an HOE into a housewife, how you can't get a guy who's going for something in the world, who's successful, with a gal who's going nowhere, how gals will settle with nice guys that have some resources, have a good job just so they can get something out of them, but will cheat and all that. It is never ending here. And this guy sadly is going through a hard time, and hopefully, maybe you never know, he'll see this video and help him out. But I could have done this on the other channel as well. I thought it'd be a good one for here just to show you some craziness in the world here. So, starting off, it says here, 4 days ago, I was informed by my now ex-girlfriend of 5 years that she cheated on me in 2 ways, emotionally and physically. A quick recap of her background. She is a bisexual woman. When we got together 5 years ago, and we both agreed this would be a monogamous relationship, she was actually the one to set the ground rule. Yeah, her setting the ground rules to be a monogamous relationship, that's a laugh, as you're about to see. And I like that he started off saying this is the ex-girlfriend. That gives you hope. Fast forward around this time last year, and she comes to me asking if she could have a girlfriend, not just sexually, but emotionally as well. And that's when you say, we're done. Not going to work. By this time, we had built a life together, and I adored her a lot. I allowed her a very brief few days to chat up some girls and flirt and whatnot, but I realized I wasn't comfortable with it. Dude, here's a news flash. You get involved with a girl who says from the get-go that she's bisexual, that's fine, that's her business, but it's a bad idea because eventually those urges are going to get to her, like a vampire wanting some freaking blood, and she will go for that. Give it time, it will happen. When she asked me why, I told her that I felt like she was saying that our relationship wasn't enough for her to be happy, and if that was the case, we need to break up because I will not continue to work. Good that he said that, but she reassured me that she didn't want to break up and that I was enough for her. Bullshit. She would bring this topic up one more other time, and really this should have been my breaking point, and I should have just ended it right then and there. We got a little more heated this time around when she brought it up, and I told her, well, how would it make you feel when I started talking to another girl and treating her the same way as I treat you? In which she replied, well, maybe you should. I know, a huge-ass red flag, but I loved her, and we made up and went on. Smack. See, looking back, hindsight's 2020, he saw these things they should have cut her loose, but he didn't because obviously he was really into her, invested a lot of his time and energy into her. Obviously she was good looking, not the type of girl he's used to getting, so he went for this. Big mistake. He continues, so eventually, as you can guess, this led to her cheating with her friend and her friend's husband in a threesomething. Can turn an HOE into a housewife. It makes me sick to even type it, but it's the truth. On top of all that, there is also the emotional cheating. I have to give some background story because I believe this is important to understand how insane this sounds to me. Before we got together, she had a friend that she was really close to. They would drink and smoke together a lot, and she had feelings for him. Well, one night when she was smoking, she ran a stop sign and had a seizure, and he got T-boned by another car, killing her friend instantly. As a side note, I actually found out she was cheating on her boyfriend at the time with him. While we were together, I helped her a lot try to forgive herself and took her multiple times to visit his grave. I would hold her while she cried, and I convinced her to go see a therapist to work things out. And I would even attend those therapy sessions with her because she was so scared. So this is obviously a good guy. Unfortunately, a good guy is giving a bad girl his time and attention. She was with a guy that she was cheating with. She had a boyfriend who she was cheating on. She was with a guy who was cheating on his girlfriend. And they got in a car accident. He got killed. You know, talk about karma. I mean, nobody should have that happen to them, but seriously. He knew she was a cheater. And as I said before, if if a girl ever tells you, for you relationship guys, that she cheated on all her boyfriends before you and made some BS reason, do not think for a second you'll be different, because you won't. And when things get boring to her, or she feels that her needs aren't being met, she's not going to just break up with you because that's the right thing to do. Oh, no. She'll hook up and she'll cheat and feel like you deserve it. You don't believe me? Just watch. And right here, perfect example. You should have cut her loose. With that now said, she works at a gas station, and about 4 months ago, she met this older guy that is double her age. She is 28 and he's 48. Nothing against people working at a gas station while they're working on something else. But if she's making that her career, that says a lot, okay? It's one thing if it's a part-time job while you're trying to make extra money, or you're doing that while you're going to school or working on a trade, but to make that your career, just working the register at the gas station, no offense. While this guy, as you're going to see, is obviously much higher up, it's not going to work. The first thing she told me when she had seen him, that he looks almost exactly like her friend that died. Bullshit. And he could be legit his dad, and they look so much alike. Apparently he took a liking to her and would visit her a lot while she was working because his own friend also worked there. One day she told me he was going to hang out with him and smoke a little, and I was super uncomfortable with it, but we had been together so long, and she never ever gave me any reason not to trust her. So I gave her a big hug and kissed her and said, "Have fun, I trust you and I love you." Smack. What do you mean she's giving you no reason to not trust her? You got plenty of reasons. Remember, men and women cannot be friends. It's not going to work that way. If there's any attraction whatsoever, she told you flat out, oh, she looks like the guy that died, the friend that she was in the car with, having an affair with, cheating on with. Both were cheating. Oh, he looks like his dad. Well, she's daddy issues, maybe looking for another provider. I know he's young and he doesn't know this, and I come off harsh sometimes, but it's a good way to give a guy a kick in the ass. This is how men learn, by getting a kick in the ass, and you guys understand that, at least most of you. This brings up to now. She admits that she has feelings for him, shocker, and that he does things that I don't do, like smoke and drink, talk constantly, etc. Oh, that's a great quality. You don't smoke and drink, therefore, I don't like you as much. That's actually a good thing that this dude doesn't smoke and drink, or drink excessively. An important thing to note is that we are pretty opposite when it comes to personalities. I'm very introverted and quiet. I think a lot while she kind of says what's ever on her mind. Shocker. I'm a programmer, so I enjoy nerdy things and chilling at home, while she's more of a party type of person who likes to go drinking and smoking with her friends. Programmer with a party girl works as a career at the gas station. This is not going to work. For you single guys out there that are on your grind, on your purpose, if you're going to do dating relationships, you want a girl that's kind of in your tax bracket, okay? So if this guy's a programmer and he's working for a top company like Google or Microsoft or whatever, or even just a company that you don't know, but he's working as a programmer, making programmer money, and she's clerking the freaking gas station down there at 7-Eleven or Citgo or Exxon, it's not going to work. She's using you. And she's a party girl. We all know what that means. However, we have developed a lot of new things that we did as a couple that we both enjoyed. Collecting Pokemon cards, watching new shows that she wants to watch, going for walks, etc. We try to meet in the middle of our relationship, and I actually enjoyed having someone who would bring me out of my shell a little bit. And she had told me she enjoyed having someone that she could help her enjoy having a home life and being able to enjoy the little things. Yeah, she wanted her rock, a guy that she can come home to and probably talk about her bullshit on their long walks he mentioned. And she can use for resources, but she's going to have her fun with someone else, Chad and Tyrone. And that's nothing wrong with having some opposites in personalities that can help. Some guys are more shy, introvert. A girl can help him open up a little bit. I'm okay with a little bit, but the party girl, the programmer, hell no. Apparently that isn't what she wanted, and is making arrangements to be with this guy, which as of now I have confirmation that he actually has a fiance, a kid, and doesn't work, and is on disability, and if he leaves his fiance, he will be homeless. Oh, what a winner. He says, I'm not disparaging people on disability by any means, it's just a fact of the story. Hey, okay, but the point is, this dude is a fiance. He has a kid. He's twice her age, but he likes to drink and smoke a lot, so he's a real winner to her. You can't take a what's the word saying? You can take a girl out of the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of the girl. No offense to you guys in trailer parks, but you get my point. I'm having a very hard time coping because right now we are having to share the same house together because I moved in with her when we got serious and don't really have any family that I can crash with until I find a new place. We are being respectful of each other's space, which is good, but every morning I wake up vomiting because it's the first thought that runs through my head. I can't eat. Luckily, I can't eat. Luckily, I can sleep a little bit because I've been keeping myself occupied to wear myself out so I can fall asleep easier. Part of me wants to try and work things out with her. Smack! You out of your damn mind, dude. But I don't want to compromise my self-esteem and ego for something that's not my fault. Also, I don't know if I could ever trust her again. Some major things would have to change with her. The only solace I have is I know she feels like crap about it. She just sits in the bathroom all day chain smoking weed most of the time. What a winner. I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say. I just have to keep talking about it so I don't lose myself in the deep end. Maybe at the end of the day, it was too different. We were too different and to be compatible, but you would think this would end way sooner than 5 years later if that was the case. His writing's a little off. So I was looking for advice, and here's the advice, young brother: get out of there. I know right now you don't have a place. As soon as you can, get a new place, and do not go back with this girl. She is not going to change. She is a cheater. She's a liar, a deceiver, a user, and a good man like you can't be with someone like that. But if it takes this hurt to learn a major lesson, then okay, it was worth it. But good Lord Almighty, she will keep cheating on you and lying and messing with you. But some guys have to go through so much pain, so much humiliation, so much suffering to finally wake up. I hope he learns and doesn't have to continue on with her. But the longer he's stuck in that apartment with her, the worse it is. He's got to have at least one friend that he can crash with, or go stay at like a extended stay type of hotel or something just to be away from it, because the longer he's with her in that place sharing it, the more she could probably wear him down, and he'll miss her and he'll make a bad decision, and you know what I mean with that. Now for a few comments here. One guy says, the moment my own ex brought up three-somethings and polyamory, that's when our relationship began to fall apart. Don't beat yourself up for it, but think of it this way. She already cheated on you multiple times, whether it be physical or emotional. Plus, it looks like she has a history of cheating in her past relationships. Looks like she just headed down a path that's not worth going down with her. Let her ruin her life and party and drink and shack up with someone who is also in a relationship. Once you guys stop living together, the fog will dissipate and you'll start seeing how ending things was the best thing you ever could have done. Exactly. Couldn't have said that better myself. Now the guy says here, the little wisdom I can give you is this. Later in life, you will think about this part of your life and you will come to the conclusion that there are many times when you should have broken up already. Those moments exist, but right now you are reluctant to see because you see your life with her as special. It made you special and you somehow want to keep this feeling. It's just natural. So that said, you can come to a decision. Either you choose, and listen to me, it's always a choice, to live in misery and prolong your sorry state just to hold on to what was special once. Or you can try to find the wisdom and acknowledge that your relationship was long over before and move on and find happiness. If you choose to fight it, if you choose to be reluctant and try to hold on what once was, it's hard because you battle surprise and disbelief and self-worth. Then you'll be very angry at yourself in some years for all the years that you wasted. Yeah, he already wasted 5 years with her. You want to waste another 5 years being humiliated and cheated on, all that? Just watch her get pregnant by one of these Chad and Tyrone type of guy. And this is the type of guy, sadly, at least before, would have taken her back and raised somebody else's kid. I hope he learns, because right now he's broken up with her, but he's understandably having second thoughts, because it happens even to the wisest of guys.